Hey friends, we're going to look at repairing or rebuilding or reinforcing a vinyl fence, which is basically a PVC fence made with plastic. Instead of just putting back plastic, we're going to use wood. Now, right now I am going to put a post into the ground, but in order to do that, I need to put those L brackets. That's the post. It's made out of wood, 2x4s with a middle piece to make it 4x4 all around. And the L bracket will support it because I can't break the concrete to put this wooden post. Now, I made a short similar to this, and everybody was saying, oh, you should just use concrete or metal. And yes, I know in other parts of the world we do use metal and concrete, and yes, that is my preference. In the US, they mostly use vinyl and I would say sometimes wood, but mostly this plastic stuff. I guess because it's cheap and it's fast to put up. But the problem with it is initially it may seem strong, but over time as the weather gets it starts to crack up and break. And you can see here that whomever did this original job, instead of making it in the same shape as the sidewalk or pavement, they tried to run it across it and didn't even bother to put the pickets, or which is the slats, the parts that run up and down in between. So I decided I was gonna fix that by making it run with the sidewalk. It's safer that way, so nobody would accidentally put their foot and go down in that little space there. So for this to happen, you need to have things like a level, a drill. Power drill is better because I like to use screws. I don't use nails, and to get it into that wood is kind of tough. If you can pre-drill, even better. This drill is powerful enough that I don't need to pre-drill really. And the post itself is made in such a way that you don't really need to pre-drill. But that is the safer way to do. That drill in particular has a sleeve on it that helps you keep the screw on it as you're drilling. Of course, this video is speeded up because it would be kind of boring to see this done in real time. But as you're putting in the posts with the L brackets, to get those L brackets in the ground, you will need a power drill to do that, which I had access to. And you can see how the posts are now holding up the rails. That's the horizontal parts. That will be able to hold the pickets or slats. And you see how I joined it there to the plastic. Now I could reuse plastic, but I felt this needed to be stronger, so I decided to go with wood. If you want to repair yours, you may also like to think about using wood instead of just putting back the plastic. Now to put the pickets right, you have to measure it out, but don't just count on your measure, also use the level to see if it's straight. Sometimes as you're measuring, you could still be off. The level makes sure that you're on par. Now these pickets or slats definitely need to be pre-drilled. The wood is thin enough that if you drill straight through it, it might split. So you always want to make sure you pre-drill it. I use construction screws, by the way. I find those the best for holding stuff together. You want to look for the ones that aren't black if you really want strength. The black ones, they're okay, but I just find they're not as strong as the brass colored ones, which may cost a little more, but end up to be stronger. So this is me putting up the pickets, and this is the end result. You can see how it looks. Tell me what you think in the comments area.